Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal and welcome to the match reaction and player ratings for Arsenal's 1-0 win over Bodo Glimt. Yep, it was not easy, just as we expected. It was not easy. So I was very surprised when some of you are saying 4-0, 5-0. It's definitely not going to be that easy, especially away at their place. That was not easy. We were very lucky to win that game. They should have won that game, leave alone draw. They should have won that game. There's a reason why they've won. In the last 14 European games at their place, they've won all 14 of them. They've not drawn even one. They've literally won the last 14 home games in a European match. Bodo Glimt. So this is their first loss in 15 games at home. So they're not a terrible team for sure. They definitely gave us the game of our life. That second half, I don't even remember if we had a shot in that entire second half. We were quite terrible, quite poor. But hey, the thing that you need to do whenever you don't play well, you need to win dirty. Take one shot, take two shots, and win the game. That is 9 points out of 9. It was not easy, but we got the job done. A couple of chances in the first half for us to score, but in the second half, really, they should have had a lot of goals. They should have had like 4 goals, like a one-on-one chance that they missed. And they usually score like 3 or 4 goals in their league. So we were pretty lucky that today was kind of the off day for Pellegrino and Saltness and all those guys. Veltesen, it was their off day, missing a lot of chances today. Quite poor, not the best performance. Probably we did win the game. We did keep the clean sheet, but probably one of our worst performances this season. I think we even played better when we played Man United. So this was tougher for us than the other day when we played Liverpool. This was literally tougher. Like we had more opportunities to score and all that against Liverpool. Today, literally nothing in that second half. So that is why we couldn't really rotate everyone. Imagine if we had a few youngsters starting and no Saliba on the pitch and no Saka on the pitch, we probably would have lost that game. So I'm happy we got the job done. Not the best win, but you need to win dirty all the time. You'll not dominate every single game. You're not Man City. Even Man City do struggle sometimes. I mean, they didn't beat Copenhagen the other day. You need to win it even when you play badly. So today we didn't play well and we still won the game. That is what needs to happen. Quickly forget about this. 3 points. Let's move to the next game. Let's try and get the job done against PSV next time round. So as always, let me know what you made of the game. Let me know your man of the match was as we go through the team, the match reaction and the player ratings at the end. So this is not going to be as high as the Liverpool game, the way we were celebrating. This is definitely not one of those games. Quite tough, quite tough. I mean, in terms of shots, I'll come to the stats later, but in terms of shots, I'm pretty sure they had like almost same as us. The entire game today, we had one shot on target, the goal that we scored. We did not take any shot again that whole game. So it was kind of those dirty wins where you just win the game 1-0 and it's job done and you get away with that. So let's go through the lineup. This is Arsenal's lineup today. A bit of rotation, but a few first-team players there. Matt Turner in goal. We had Tierney on the left, Ben White on the right, Saliba and Holding partnering at centre-back position for the first time together. Lokonga, Odegaard and Fabio Vieira in midfield. I was hoping to see more creation, more domination from Odegaard and Fabio Vieira, but they were very, very quiet today. I don't even think the ball got to them a lot. Fabio Vieira was playing on the left, Odegaard was one playing on the right, and I think Fabio Vieira should have played on the right side. He's usually better there. Reece Nelson, game to forget today. We'll talk about him later. He was playing on the left side. Saka on the right, got the goal, and Ketty up front. And then on the bench, he had Karl Hein, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Cedric, Gabriel, Xhaka, Martinelli, Marquinhos, Ibrahim, Edwards, and Smith. What we wanted to happen is get 2 goals at least in the first half, and then obviously take off the likes of Saka and Tierney and Ben White and rest in the likes of Odegaard, and maybe give a few youngsters a chance. But today, obviously, there was no opportunity to give the youngsters a chance because that was a tough game. It was competitive until the 90th minute. So I definitely respect Bodo Glimt. I usually follow their league because I played their fantasy football and I have like Pellegrino in my team and all those players. They usually score a bunch of goals. I definitely respect them. And their fans, absolutely amazing. Like they were singing from the first minute to the 90th minute. And the way they're so close on the pitch, like that is why last season they thumped Roma 6-1 there. Roma went there last season and they lost 6-1. And they also went there in the knockout stage and they lost again. So they beat Roma there twice last season. It's not easy to play against them there, and you can see why. They have good players. Their fans are loud. They're singing throughout their game. They're jumping different songs every single minute. So I'm quite happy that you got the job done eventually. So anything that goes there is going to be a struggle. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are the ones who go through with Bodo and Glimt. It was nice to see three Highland graduates playing in Nelson, Ketty, and Saka starting up front. All of them graduated from the Arsenal Academy. So it was great to see all three of them on the pitch at the same time. So what we usually ask for, as usual, let's get a quick start from Arsenal. Let's try and get a goal early, because if you get a goal early, like in this game specifically, you quiet down the crowd and they can start attacking, and you can potentially get a second goal. And we actually did that. We had a shot in the first 2 minutes. Saka went through. The goalkeeper made a crazy decision. He ran out, and then Saka chipped the ball in. Ketty was a bit slow getting to it. Could have been 1-0 within the first 2 minutes. But from there on, they were creating a few chances. Pellegrino went in behind Ben White. He got a through pass and then missed the chance. He tried to cross the ball. Rob Holding cleared it. Could have been an own goal. We were pretty lucky. It could have been 1-0 to them in the first 3 minutes. And then their captain was subbed off in the 11th minute. Not their captain, their assistant captain, their vice captain. Their captain is Badge. Their assistant captain is Saltness. He was subbed off. So I was happy with that because he's a very quality player. All the best to him. And then Saka also misplaced a few passes in that first half alongside, I think, Fabio Vieira gave away a couple of passes. But finally came Matt Turner. Matt Turner was playing like prime Manuel Neuer from Bayern Munich, where he would come off his line every single 10 minutes to clear the ball. That was Matt Turner today, probably our man of the match. Pretty good in terms of coming off his line. They are playing a lot of through balls, like Bodo. They were playing a lot of through balls on top, like chipped balls, left side, right side. They were playing a lot of very good through balls, and we could have been punished by a lot of them. They literally had like 4 or 5 one-on-one chances today, and they were cutting us very, very well. So they were literally cutting through us very well. So we kept a clean sheet, yes, but I don't think I'll give the defenders a very high rating, because they did create a few chances, and it was basically because of our goalkeeper. And then finally came our goal that you can see on screen. We did not really deserve it. We had created maybe one chance before that, but a very, very good play from Saka once again. As I always say, when Saka has the ball, you feel like something is going to happen, and it usually does 90% of the times. Today, he got the ball on the right side. He drifted in. He passed the ball to Lokonga. Lokonga gave the pass back to him, and it was a lucky goal. Saka hit the shot. It was blocked, and then it literally hit Saka's chest or head, one of them, face or chest, and it went in for 1-0. Pretty lucky goal, but I definitely would take it, because I don't know where the hell the other goal would have come from if we didn't score from that. So Saka made it 1-0. He's now picked up form this season a lot. He didn't score like in the first 3 or 4 games, but he's now scored against Man United. He scored against Liverpool as well twice, and then he scored in this one as well. Did he score against Tottenham? I don't remember, but he scored against Liverpool as well. Last few games he's been scoring goals, and he scored in this one today. He's adding to his goals once again. So I'm really happy for him to get that goal. He really needed that in the 23rd minute, because I don't see where else we'd have gotten that goal. So really, really happy with that. 1-0 to us in the first 23rd minute. By this time, I was kind of hoping we'd try and get a second by halftime, and then hopefully sub off the players that we wanted to rest. But from this point on, that was our last shot on target. 23 minutes, we did not take any other shots. They were on to us. They were literally getting chance after chance after chance throughout that, from the 30th minute to like the 90th minute. The first chance came for Pellegrino. He missed a one-on-one chance. He tried to score like Thierry Henry, tried to bend it into the corner, but he put it off target. We were very, very lucky with that. I think it was onside, could easily have been 1-1. Saka got a yellow card for a foul as well. And then the rest of that first half, it was all Bodo Glimt trying to create a few chances. We did pick up a couple of corners in that first half, and we wasted a lot of them, those corners and set pieces, trying to play them short. I don't know what they were doing. Saka, Odegaard, we wasted a lot of corners today. But in the first half, in terms of stats, we had 5 shots. We had 5 shots, only 1 on target. They actually had 1 shot, but they were dominating the game a lot. That first half, and that the end of the first half, and basically the entire second half, it was all Bodo Glimt. We had 4 corner kicks. They had 1. We had 1 yellow card. We had 2 big chances. They had 1. They missed 1 big chance, we missed 1 as well. We had 5 shots inside the box, most of them blocked, and most of them off target. We had 307 passes. They had 242 in that first half. Very equal. We lost possession 50 times. They lost possession 50 times. They won 17 duels. We won 17 duels. So that first half was very, very close. They made 7 tackles. We made 7 tackles. They made 10 clearances. We made 9. So they were definitely trying as well. Just like we played them last week, they were not terrible as we saw last week. They could easily have had a goal. So I was 100% expecting them to score today. They were very unlucky not to score. So halftime, 1-0. I didn't expect Arteta to make any changes. Maybe Nelson was very poor, unfortunately. Fabio Vieira was very quiet as well, like playing on that left side. He was not getting the ball at all. Odegaard as well, just a few touches on the ball. That first half didn't really get a lot of possession. Nketiah did not get any ball to him at all. Saka was the one who got the ball a lot, and a bit of Ben White as well in that first half. But from there on, second half, Nelson did have a very poor shot. I don't know where it literally went out for a throw-in in the 47th minute. And then Matt Turner, our savior. Some of you have complained a lot about him in the last few games, but in the last game against Bodo Glimt, he kept a clean sheet, and today probably our man of the match. The way he's coming off his line, he made like 2 very good saves, especially one from Pellegrino right after halftime. Very, very good save from Pellegrino. They were getting in behind us, like in between Saliba and Ben White quite easily. I was even very, very shocked. And then they also had another shot off target, should have scored from it, one-on-one chance. These are one-on-one chances they were missing. We are lucky that we caught them on their off day. Today was their off day and they were missing chance after chance. Otherwise, if we caught them on their day, they would have scored 4 goals because in their league, the last 2 games in their league, they've scored 4-1, 4-1. So they usually score goals. We were lucky we caught them on their off day. Players like Pellegrino, their top scorer, did not score today. They literally had like 4 chances between the 51st minute and 60th minute. They should have scored from all of them. And then we finally made our subs. Arteta had seen enough. He brought in Xhaka and Martinelli for Saka and Nelson. Quite a poor day for Nelson. Today was his chance. Let's see if he gets another chance next week to prove himself. But today was quite poor. He was not himself. I mean, not just him. The likes of Fabio Vieira were very quiet. Our defense, I think we allowed them way too many chances for my liking. So we made 2 subs there, and then we had a free kick in the 66th minute where we were supposed to do better with it. Odegaard and Martinelli kind of wasted it. And then Arteta had seen enough once again. He made another 2 subs, Marquinhos and Tomiyasu coming on for Odegaard and Ben White. And literally from the 70th minute to the 90th minute, it was just defending. I did not see us getting into their box even once. We literally were just defending. They were misplacing their passes. They were hitting long balls too much. Like they could have had another one-on-one chance once again. So we were pretty lucky not to concede in that game. Thomas Partey also came on for Lokonga late on. Like today, we would have wanted the youngsters to come on. We would have wanted Partey to rest. We would have wanted Xhaka to rest. We would have wanted players like Tomiyasu to rest. Bring on Smith, bring on Marquinhos, bring on Cedric. But no, we did not have an opportunity to do that. Today was a tough game from the first minute to the 90th minute. No chance to bring on youngsters for this game. We really needed this win because if you win this game, it's 9 points out of 9. And things are looking good because I don't think PSV will go there and win. I think Bodo could get a point from that one or potentially even beat PSV. We want them to draw in that game so that we go through very, very early. So literally very poor game. But the thing is, you need games like this. I remember Jose Mourinho back in his first Chelsea days, 2004, 2005, they would win 1-0, 1-0. They would literally score a goal and defend the entire game. Arsenal back in the day, you get the 1-0, you get the job done. And it was another away clean sheet. Don't forget about that. Another game away from home where we've kept a clean sheet. Bournemouth, Brentford, Crystal Palace. Today as well, we've got another clean sheet. So that is great to see. A lucky clean sheet, but we'll take it. Not the easiest of games. A lot of teams would struggle there. I can't see a lot of teams going there to win. So the coaches made them very, very tough to compete against. I think 3 years ago, they were 11th on their table in their league. These days, they've won the last 2 league titles in Norway, and this is on their second only to Molde. So they're doing pretty well, They will be back in Europe again next season, Europa League or Conference League. They will be back again next season. So that is how the game went in the first half and second half. In terms of stats as a whole, we had 54% possession. They had 46. They had 6 shots. We had 7 shots. We only had 1 shot on target. They also had only 1 shot on target. And we caught them on their off day because those 6 shots that they had, like 5 of them should have been goals because they were one-on-one chances. 5 shots off target for them. We had 1 blocked shot. They had 0. They had 3 corner kicks. We had 5. I was really worried when they got a corner kick in the 94th minute. I was very, very worried. I also had 3 yellow cards today. They only had 1, so you can see how much we had to defend and try and make tackles. They had 3 big chances. We only had 2. They missed 3 big chances. We only missed 1. They had a chance to counter-attack as well. They had 3 shots inside our box. We only had 5 in their box. Not only we had more than them, but we allowed them 3 shots inside our box, 3 shots outside our box. In terms of passes, we made 600. They made 500. Very, very close. Usually it's like 600 and the other team 200 and something. Very, very good performance from them. 85% in terms of accurate passes, 89% for us. They had only 8% in terms of crosses, though. We also had only 8%. Very equal game. They won 38 duels, we only won 32. They won 13 aerial duels, we only won 8. They made 15 tackles, we only made 11. They made 5 interceptions, we made 6. They made 13 clearances, we made 15. We had more defending to do than them. That is what that means. We had more interceptions to make more clearances. That means we had more defending to do than them. So pretty lucky to get away with that 1-0 victory over Bodo Glimt. I'll definitely take it. That puts us on 9 points. We'll take a look at the table later on and the player ratings. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me know who your man of the match was. What did you make of the game? Are you happy with it? Do you take it or are you disappointed with the performance? Timothy says, keep up the good work with Lawrence. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike and Joseph as well. Abe as well. Gunners for Life says, Zimba. Congratulations, my team. The Gunners, good work, guys. Live from South Africa, says Henry. Job well done from Kenneth and Eric and Johnson as well. Terry says what we need is 3 points. Very true, especially away from home against a team like this. Everything is literally against us. They have their fans there. The pitch is artificial. I'm not saying that is an excuse, but they are used to the pitch more than us. They are used to their weather more than us. I heard it was raining heavily early on today, so they were definitely more... it was more suiting them more than us. But 3 points is what you need, as Terry says. Matana, my man of the match, says Jalo. Henry, live from Kenya. Thank you. Man of the match is Saliba, says Zimba. I can argue with that. I'll argue with that later on because I think we allowed them so many chances, especially from that side. Ademola says, keep up the good work. Baba says, hi, Glenn. I'm happy because we already play 4 matches out of the 9 we will play in October, and we don't have any major injuries apart from Smith Rowe and El Neni. It's good to be an Arsenal fan, and also 4 wins out of 4, so I'll definitely take it. You can't dominate every single game. That is the truth. Some games you'll have to score from a corner kick in the last minute, like against Fulham. Games like Aston Villa, you'll need to win in the last minute as well. Games like Leicester, you'll need to score. They score, you score, they score. You have to get more goals than them. Some games like Bournemouth and Brentford, you'll dominate the entire game. Some games like Liverpool, you'll have a scare until the 19th minute and get the win. Some games like Man United, you'll play well and still lose. Games like today, you'll play poorly but still win. So all those can happen. That is the beauty of football. And as long as we got 3 points. Otis says, well, good work. Same with them. Our says, all we need is 3 points. How are you doing, Glenn? Happy with the win, says RK. Appreciate it. Happy with the win as well. Moon says, keep up the good work. How many goals have we scored? I didn't watch it. Just 1-0. Ferry, just 1-0. And as well, it was a very lucky goal as well. What you can see on screen is Saka. He actually hit that ball. It hit the defender right next to him. I don't know if I can do it. It hit the defender right next to him. The guy on the left side, right in front of Odegaard. It literally hit him, and then it ricocheted back to Saka. I think it hit his face and it went in. So we were very lucky today. How hard game today, though. We won. Congratulations to Saliba and Saka, my best players of the game, says William. Clayton says, good job. Alex as well. Kingsley, good job. 1-0 at the baller. Let's see. Congratulations from Albert as well. Today the players are tired, says Kamara. We did not play well. Yep, that is true. Did not play well. But again, as I say, I usually prefer taking the positives. You don't play well and you win the game, I'll take it. Albert says, good job. I appreciate it. Great job, says Peter. Appreciate it as well. It was a tough game. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Ferry. Let's see. Please subscribe and smash the like button, as RK says. I'll really appreciate that. Love from Malawi says, Gondwe, win Botswana, beautiful queen. Keep up the good work, says Eno. We need aggression, says Aaron. So let's do the player ratings. It's not going to be high as the Liverpool game. Even last week against Bodo Glimt, I gave Fabio Vera 9 out of 10. I think we gave Holding like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 as well. Today, it's going to be pretty different, but we still got the win, so let's see. Let me know what you guys would give these players out of 10. So let's get started with the player ratings with our goalkeeper. Matt Tan, I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. Definitely man of the match. He literally saved us. If it wasn't for him, that would have been 1-1 or 2 or even 4-1 to Bodo Glimt. There's a lot of through passes where he dealt with very, very well. In terms of saves, I think he only had like 2 saves to make. He ran out of his goal 5 times to clear the ball. Yes, he ran out of his goal 5 times to clear the ball. That's how much he got involved. He saved 1 shot from inside the box. He had 46 touches, 70% in terms of accurate passes, improved from last time. 11 balls out of 21 in terms of long balls completed. 1 ground duel, 1 out of 1, and obviously the rest you don't expect from a goalkeeper. But in terms of saves, punches, running out of his goal to clear the ball, basically playing as a sweeper keeper, probably our man of the match. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. He saved us. Should have been that Pellegrino shot as well, should have been a goal. That is the one that should have been 1-1. So 8 for Matt Turner. We want our goalkeeper to play like this because we're definitely going to need him. If we are going to if you're going to reach far in the Europa League, Matt Turner has to play well. We can't play Ramsdale every day. If you're going to go far in the Carabao Cup, Matt Turner has to play well. If we can go far in the FA Cup and win another FA Cup, it's going to be Matt Turner playing well. So let's hopefully keeps going like this. That is back-to-back clean sheets for him. 2 games against Glimt, he's kept clean sheets in both of them. So that is good to see. Next up is left back. Now, I have to give them an extra point because he kept a clean sheet, but if we conceded, we could have been looking at 6s and 5s. So I'm going to give Tierney a 7, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys gave them a 6, but I'm giving them an extra point because he kept a clean sheet. They are still part of the team that kept a clean sheet, but we did allow them a lot of chances. And did Tierney get forward even once today? I don't think I saw him in the other opposition half even once today. He made 1 clearance. He didn't win any ground duel today. 83% in terms of accurate passes, 5 out of 12 long balls completed. Literally, that is it. He attempted 1 cross, and that was poor. He also attempted a shot that was blocked. He also lost possession 18 times. My goodness, he lost possession 18 times. It's pretty lucky that I'm giving him a 7. Probably should be a 6 for Tierney. Very quiet game for him as well. Most of the chances came from the left side, their left side, our right side, didn't really come from Tierney's side. But you kept a clean sheet, and whenever you keep a clean sheet, I have to give them an extra point. So I'm going to give him a 7, but probably should be a 6 because he lost the ball 18 times. That is a lot. That basically gave them the ball 18 times. That is a lot. Next up, Rob Holding as well. Pretty lucky again to give a 7 out of 10 just because he kept a clean sheet and he made a couple of blocks. Let me take a look at his stats for today. I think SofaScore have given him a 7. So he made 6 clearances. So that is good. He made 6 clearances. He also made 1 tackle. He won 3 out of the 7 ground aerial duels he was involved in, 1 out of the 3 ground duels. At least he didn't lose position that many times, 94% in terms of accurate passes, and 5 out of 7 long balls completed. So I'm going to give Rob Holding a 7. I think he was slightly better than Tierney today, but I have to give them all of them a 7 because of the clean sheet. So 7 for Holding, but not the best game, but he made 6 clearances. So happy with that one in terms of clearances, but in terms of allowing them a chance, terrible. Someone says Saliba, the man of the match. I really don't think so. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10, but yet again, could easily be a 6, but we kept a clean sheet. So 2 out of 4 ground duels, 1 out of 3 aerial duels. He lost position only 6 times. 2 clearances made. He had 103 touches of the ball, 94% in terms of accurate passes, and in terms of long balls, 5 out of 8. So I'm going to give him a 7. We did allow a lot of opportunities from that side, literally in between him and Saliba, in between him and Ben White. Very a lot of opportunities for Bodo Glimt to score. So I'm going to give him a 7 just because he kept a clean sheet. So that's the entire back line. I'm going to give Ben White a 7 as well. But I think he was a bit shocking a couple of times in the first half where he was being passed quite easily. But he had 1 ground duel, he won it. He also had 1 aerial duel, he won it. 91% of in terms of accurate passes, 62 touches, 4 balls out of 6 completed in terms of long balls, and he attempted 1 dribble. He completed 1 dribble. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Could easily be a 6. If we considered today, I would be giving them 6. The most. I'd be giving all of them 6. I think Tana saved them. The balls in behind, especially, there were way too many. They had way too many one-on-one chances. So even though usually when you keep a clean sheet, we would be giving these defenders 8s or 9s. So 7 is quite good in terms of being fair. So Tana gets an 8, Tini gets a 7, Holding gets a 7, Saliba gets a 7, and Ben White gets a 7. A few of them could easily get lower than that. We allowed them way too many chances. We were very lucky they were on their off day, because if we were playing a team like Man City today and we gave them those chances, Haaland would have scored like 5 goals. If we gave them those chances, could have been a long day. So that is the difference in the goalkeepers. Midfield-wise, I've also given Lokonga 7, but I'm also not sure about this one. I'll rewatch the game a second time and potentially correct it. I mean, he had 97% in terms of accurate passes, not bad. 69 touches, 2 out of 2 long balls completed, 2 key passes. I'm also going to give him a 7 as well, because that's goal from Saka. It came from a Lokonga pass, 1-2 with Saka, so that was very good. Very quick thinking, give the ball back to Saka, and that led to our goal. So that is why I've given Lokonga 7. But in terms of just passing through our midfield, I think the likes of Veltsen and Bag in their midfield, and this guy called the guy who came on, I think his name is Holbreton or something, are not good with their names. I only know like 4 of their players well, like the likes of Pellegrino, but yeah, their midfield was quite good, especially that Veltlesen guy who picked up a yellow card later on, pretty good. So I'm going to give Lokonga 7 for that. Next up, let me know what you guys would give these players, because I was really thinking of giving them low, but I've been nice because we won the game. Fabio Vieira, way too quiet. Like, he did he get subbed off? No, he wasn't subbed off. He stayed on, right? But very, very quiet. Like, I didn't see him at all. Did he even get in the opposition box? I don't think so. Let me take a look at his stats. I gave him a 6 out of 10 for today. Let's see Fabio Vieira. You could give him a 7. Let me just check something. 9 out of 10 long balls completed. That is great. 95% in terms of accurate passes, but no shots off target, on target. No dribbles completed at all. Ground duels, 2 out of 5. Clearances, 0. Blocked shots, 0. Did he create a chance today? He did not create a single chance. 0 key passes. So for a player like for Odegaard and Fabio Vieira, we expect them to create, and literally had 0 key passes today. I don't think he even got the ball that many times. Let me see how many touches. He probably had more than 60, but in very stupid positions, basically in our own half. So he had 49 touches. Yeah, that is very, very low. 49 touches, usually 60, 50 is good, but 40 in the 40s, that is a pretty quiet day. So I'm going to give Fabio Vieira 6, very different from what he had last time. Last time he was man of the match. I think he had like 6 shots or something. He created 4 chances. Pretty quiet day, so I'm going to give him a 6. Same with Odegaard, very quiet as well. I'm going to give him a 6. He even got subbed off in the 70th minute. A bit quiet. He was fouled in the first half. I thought the player should have been given a yellow card because he literally had the studs on him. But so for today, just a 6 out of 10 for Odegaard. 83% in terms of accurate passes, and even lower in terms of how many times he got the ball today. Just 37 times. Wow, crazy. He also had very, very poor free kick technique with Martinelli in the second half. It could have worked. I think Martinelli overhit it, but a couple of times we would have done better with free kicks and corners. He had 1 big chance created. He did create 1 big chance, but he lost position 10 times and literally did not have a shot as well. No shot on target, no shot off target. Very quiet for Odegaard as well, 6 out of 10. So for our midfield, Lokonga gets a 7, Fabio Vieira gets a 6, Odegaard gets a 6. You would expect more from him. I was hoping for more, especially with both of them playing together. It didn't work, though. It definitely did not work in terms of today. They were definitely dominating us. Forward players, Bukayo Saka, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He got a winning goal. He's looking good this season, especially the last 4 or 5 games. He's definitely picked it up. He scored the goal, pretty lucky to get that goal. Should never really have gone in. It was a nice block from the defender, which ricocheted on him, onto him. So 7 out of 10 for him. He got subbed off pretty early, 58th minute. Obviously, I think he's just being saved for the weekend against Leeds United. You would expect a better game from him over the weekend. Today, I would like to know how much the artificial pitch affected them and everything. But again, if we were ever going to get a goal in that first half, it was going to come from his side. And I did get the goal. 49 touches alone this game for him. No crosses completed. He had 5 chances to cross the ball. None of them landed on an Arsenal player. 2 out of 2 in terms of long balls, 84% in terms of accurate passes. He won 4 out of 7 ground duels. At least he had a shot on target and another one off target. At least he did attempt. 14 times he lost the ball today. He was also fouled twice and he also committed a foul. He made 2 tackles as well. So good day, I guess, but only a 7 out of 10 is what I can give him for today. Probably he would be my man of the match after Matt Turner. Next up is the forward players. I was really tempted to give them just average because how many times did you see Nketiah getting the ball in that game? I literally forgot we had forward players because we were just literally defending in that second half. It sounds crazy, but yes, we literally did not get the ball that second half. How many shots do you have in that second half? Let me just confirm. It was a very, very poor. We had 0 shots on target that second half. Yeah, we didn't do anything that second half. Basically, it was all Glimt. They were very unlucky not to pick up something from that game. I'm just going to give them a 6 because we won the game, but I would understand if you gave them a 5. Nketiah gets a 6 for today. I mean, he played 90 minutes, so I guess energy. I mean, he used all his energy. That is all. Literally did not have any chances today, did he? No shot on target, 1 shot off target. He got the ball 30 times. He only got the ball 30 times today. 73% in terms of accurate passes, 3 out of 7 ground duels won. He was fouled twice. He committed 2 fouls as well. Pretty quiet day for the forward player, so I'm going to give him a 6, could be a 5. And Reece Nelson, I was really tempted to give him a 5 because for him compared to Nketiah and the rest of the players, I think the likes of Nketiah did not get the ball at all. I feel like Nelson got the ball a couple of times. He could have done something, but he shot the ball off target, went for a goal or for a throw-in or something. He lost the ball a couple of times. The likes of Nketiah just don't think they got the ball at all, the likes of Fabio Vieira, but I'm going to give him a 6 just to be fair. He also got subbed off early in the 58th minute. He had 1 shot off target. He only won 1 out of his 3 ground duels, 93% in terms of accurate passes. He got the ball 38 times, just 6 times more than Nketiah. So very quiet there. I was hoping for more from Nketiah and Nelson today, especially Nelson is the one who really needs it because we've not seen him playing for Arsenal for like 2 years. And after today, does he get another chance again? That's the problem. Next time against PSV, I could see Martinelli starting. Smith Rowe will be back later on in the year, so how many chances does Nelson get? So pretty disappointed for today, but I'm going to give him a 6. He attempted 2 dribbles, he completed 1 only, so just the 6 out of 10 for him. In terms of the bench players, Xhaka 6, he got involved in a couple of tussles. Martinelli 6 could easily be 5. Marquinhos 5, he came on. We had a couple of chances to counter attack, and some of the passes he was putting through absolutely awful. So for the 20 minutes he was on, I'm going to give him 5. Partey also came on, got a yellow card, 5 out of 10. Did anyone else come on? I literally don't even remember. I think someone else came on, right? Tomiyasu also came on. I think I gave him a 6 out of 10. He did block a couple of attempts, but very, very poor day though. We didn't really create as much as we wanted, but we got the job done, so really cannot complain with that. You will have games like this where you go away from home. In a country like Norway, Austria, Switzerland, Czech Republic, you'll just have to fight. The fans are always supporting their team until the 90th minute, so games like this will not be easy. So I'm going to give them that. So I'll come to the manager. Let's recap the players. Turner, man of the match, 8 out of 10. Defenders, Tierney, Holding, Saliba, White, all of them get 7 out of 10. And despite allowing the opposition way too many chances, I just gave them an extra point because of the clean sheet. Lokonga, 7. He was involved in the goal with Saka. Fabio Vieira and Odegaard, 6 out of 10. Very quiet. Saka, 7 out of 10. He got the goal. Nketiah and Nelson, 6 out of 10. Very quiet. For someone like Nketiah, don't think the ball got him a lot. Even Nelson, I mean, only 30-something times. So I'm going to give them a 6. Tomiyasu, 6. Xhaka, 6. Same with Martinelli. Marquinhos and Partey, 5. For today, Mikel Arteta, I mean, on a win clean sheet, we usually give them 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. But for today, very, very quiet. Very lucky to get the win. We were pretty much defending, so I think I have to be fair. Yes, we got the win. Tough place. We rotated the team. Fair enough. He didn't really rotate everyone because if we had gone for let's say Marquinhos from the start instead of Saka, and then Matthew Smith instead of someone in midfield, and went for rotating the entire team, I probably think we wouldn't have won that game if we went for too many youngsters. At least we had the experience of the likes of Saliba on the pitch and Saka to help us in the first half. So we got the win, but not the best of performances. I'm going to give Arteta 6 out of 10 for today. We rate this fairly. Against Liverpool, I gave him 9 out of 10. Against Tottenham, I gave him 8 out of 10. Last week against Bodo, 3-0, I think I gave him 8 out of 10. Today, though, one shot on target the entire game. He looked very mad at the players in that second half because we weren't even keeping position for more than 10 seconds. So 6 out of 10, we rotated the team. This is not our first team. This is not the team that is not going to start against over the weekend. You don't expect Holding to start. Tierney might be on the bench for Tomiyasu. Lokonga obviously doesn't start. Fabio Vieira doesn't start. Nketiah doesn't start. Nelson doesn't start. So we have 6 or 7 players there that won't start over the weekend. So I think it's fair enough to give him a 6 out of 10. We got the win, the clean sheet, so I wouldn't understand if we gave them 7 out of 10, gave him 7 out of 10. But we got the job done. Not the best of performances, but got the job done. As RK says, thank you for the super chat. This is for the clean sheet and your good work. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Potentially wouldn't have gotten that $1 because we are very lucky to keep that clean sheet. Let's see what you guys are saying. Teddy says, I'm so happy the way they played. Really? Teddy's happy by the way he played. I mean, we didn't play well, Teddy. We were lucky. We were lucky today. We should have lost, not even draw. We were very, very lucky. So I don't think we played well. They should keep the spirit of togetherness. That is there, obviously. Togetherness. Fight until the last minute. Clear every ball that comes your way in the last minute. That was there, but in terms of we couldn't even keep possession for more than 10 seconds today. I was catching it live from Uganda. Appreciate it. Teddy, George as well. Well done, guys. We are lucky today getting all 3 points. Can't wait for Sunday. Says Chris Tings. We definitely expect more this weekend against Leeds. Obviously, can't play like that against Leeds. Rich says all we need is a 3 points. Very true. That is all we need. You put yourself in a very good position. Actually, let me just check how many goals PSV have scored so far against Zurich. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to win it. Have they scored? 2-0 already. Oh, so PSV have already won their game. 2-0 in the first 20 minutes. So it's potentially between us and PSV to get top of the table, although I don't think they'll win at Bodo Glimt. But yeah, PSV are already 2 goals up against Zurich. Zurich will finish bottom of this table. Let's see. Well done. Our boys didn't get well on the artificial turf, says Exodus. Yeah, that was not great at all. I would like to know from the players themselves, was that the reason, or do you think it was just an off night? Were you just going? Were you tired? It could be any of those reasons. We've played a lot of very tough games in the last 2 weeks. But we did rotate the team, so I did expect more from the likes of Nelson and Fabio Vieira. Frankie says happy to get the 3 points. Edie and Curtis says good job. So yeah, really happy with the 3 points, but definitely not happy with the performance, but we'll definitely take it. Let me just confirm the table. So as I said, PSV are winning their game. I think they'll get like 5 goals. So when Zurich come to our place, we definitely need to win heavily. If we've not gone through by then, because PSV have thumped them by like 6 goals last time, and they already have 2 goals this time around. So let's take a look at this. Let's go to the table. Let's do this. 3 points, 3 points. Everyone says 3 points. I appreciate it. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the how many points we have right now. It's been a good start to the season, though. Top of the table in our group, top of the table in the Premier League. We are getting the job done. Even when we are under the caution, didn't play well. Against Fulham, we came back, got the 3 points. Against Aston Villa, we got the 3 points later on as well. So this is how the table looks at the moment. Arsenal are top with 9 points, 6 goals scored, 1 conceded. That's a goal difference of +5. But PSV are now on a goal difference of +6. So PSV have a better goal difference than us at the moment. They are winning their game. So that is 7 points for them, 9 points for us. Next up, our next 2 games, PSV at home, PSV away. Very big games. If they come to our place next week, we have to win that game, get to 12 points and leave them on 7. And even when we go to PSV, I'll definitely take a draw. When you go to PSV, I'll definitely take a draw by then. So we really need to beat them one of those games, and hopefully draw the other. If it's not the end of the world as well, if we draw with PSV both games, it's not the end of the world because we play Zurich at home in the last game. I think when PSV go to Bodo Glimt, it's going to be tougher for them when they go there. But hey, I'll take the 3 points. As you can see, we are top 9 points out of 9. I cannot complain about that. It's been a great start to the season, so I will definitely take it. Man of the match, as I said, Matt Turner, definitely. I think SofaScore have given him a 7 out of 6, 7.6. So yeah, they've given him man of the match as well. I'll definitely take that. Let's see how the other teams do. Against Leeds, it's just a walkover. Can't wait for Sunday. Again, I don't think it's going to be easy away at Leeds. There's a couple of games I know it's going to be, we should be winning easily. Leeds, definitely not. When we play Nottingham Forest at home later this month, we should be winning. Leeds, I think they thumped Chelsea 3-0 when they played against them earlier on this season. So they're not going to be easy away from home. That is the kind of game where you need to score very quickly, get quiet down the fans, win the game. So yeah, Kekula says congratulations to our players, management, and the fans. Our fans were okay, I guess, traveling there, but Bodo's fans were pretty good today. So that is the player rating, the match reaction for our game, and also how I thought what I thought about the game and your thoughts as well. We'll take the 3 points, 9 points out of 9. Next up, Leeds United over the weekend. We'll start talking about that one from tomorrow, but no injuries from today. That's good as well. We played Saka for 58 minutes. He got subbed off. Definitely starts over the weekend. Jacques and Martinelli only got 30 minutes as well. Partey only got 10 minutes. Odegaard got 70. Tomiyasu only got 20. Ben White only got 70. So happy with the 3 points. Job done. Let's wait for Leeds and PSV next. Thank you for watching and catch up with you on the next one.